Okay, across the country today, where are we watching for storms? Well, in northern and southern Ontario. If you're in St. Catharines or Oshawa, expect the storm late this evening and through the overnight. Widespread risk of storms back across the prairies. Temperatures pretty pleasant if you're heading out and through the west coast or the Okanagan. Hot stuff, though, yet again, around Regina as well as Winnipeg. And a pretty warm one thanks to southwesterly winds for eastern Newfoundland. Here's the risk of storms. Severe thunderstorm watches already up in northwestern Ontario, including Thunder Bay. So we're going to watch the skies for you throughout the afternoon into the evening hours. We'll be looking at the chance for a few storms spreading up around Lake St. Clair later on this afternoon. And then by tonight, that's when we'll be looking at some storms moving their way into the lower Great Lakes, all associated with a warm front. And then as a quasi-cold front slices through the area on Thursday, there will be the risk of storms, in fact, even extending through Montreal. Could be looking at some pretty powerful thunderstorms around Regina through Brandon Thursday afternoon, evening, so we'll be watching there. And we'll be seeing some more instability traveling up the St. Lawrence. Temperatures really nice in the greater Vancouver area for the next number of days and heating up in Western Canada as we head to and through the weekend. It's Wednesday, June the 25th, and our top stories, if you can, head west because Western Canada heating up as we head towards and through the weekend. We'll get to that. A change for the weather. That's right, rain and thunderstorms and more rain in parts of the east and more stormy weather, potentially southeastern Saskatchewan, southwestern Manitoba for Thursday. So we'll outline all those details and take you through your 5-day. Watching the Weather Network this Wednesday, it is June the 25th, getting ever so closer to the Canada Day. Well, it's not really the long weekend, is it, right? Because if you didn't take Monday off, you still have to show up for work on Monday. But we'll get you as far down the road to there as we can. And we're going to also talk temperatures in Western Canada and rain and thunderstorms in the east. Okay, Toronto, Oakville. How sticky is it going to feel tomorrow? I'll let you know. Regina, Saskatchewan on Tuesday was a stormy one. We had some hail in the area. Even had tornado watches posted around Kindersley as well as Outlook for the chance for cold core funnel clouds. So a stormy Tuesday in parts of southern Saskatchewan. We could be looking at a stormy Thursday as well. I believe the hail, the pea-sized hail it looks like in that viewer video that came in from Regina. Very warm conditions today in the lower Great Lakes all the way up through southwestern Quebec. It's beautiful in the Maritimes. It's mild in eastern Newfoundland. Widespread risk of thunderstorms from southwestern Ontario back out through Alberta. And then it's beautiful as we head all the way west. Let's take a closer look, though, at Thursday. Risk of storms will extend all the way through Ottawa as well as Montreal. It looks like at this point the chance for the most powerful thunderstorms to erupt will be Regina, Estevan over towards Brandon. And the showers along the BC coast will stay away from the southern island as well as the greater Vancouver area. It'll feel about 5 to 7 degrees warmer as we take a closer look at Toronto, pushing on out through Ottawa and Montreal. You'll have a nice strong southwesterly influence, so feeling a little bit humid and sticky. Current fronts, current systems, we'll talk about the low approaching the west coast. We've had some showers in southwestern Ontario, some rains strolling their way across Superior. Could be looking at some thunderstorms developing through the afternoon, later afternoon hours, because we're already moving through the afternoon quite quickly and the evening, so severe thunderstorm watch has been posted. If any of those cells do erupt, they could put down with them quite a bit of hail. Tonight, any thunderstorms in lower Great Lakes will be very scattered and they will stay below severe criteria. Similar situation for Thursday. Montreal, you could also get into some thunderstorm activity. BC, fairly quiet, fairly nice today. Temperatures in the high teens, low 20s for those of us living on the coast. Thunderstorms have been spreading up in the foothills of Alberta, and we've had widespread instability in Saskatchewan, Highway 16 and north. Severe thunderstorm watch has been posted for Alberta, foothills north and south, and slicing through Calgary east of the QE2. So just the chance for some isolated severe cells to develop today. As I've mentioned, there's been widespread instability in Saskatchewan, mainly around east of Lloydminster and north up towards places like La Ronge, Illa, La Crosse, Buffalo Narrows, even in the vicinity of North Battleford. We had a thunderstorm cell not too long ago. Then we head to BC this afternoon. Pretty pleasant, pretty quiet stuff. Showers for the Charlottes and the Hecate Strait. Our low will drive onshore and dip moisture a little further south, northwest Van Island, through the morning and the afternoon around Port Hardy. Might be looking at a few showers. It'll be more clouds than anything else around Duncan as well as Port Alberni. And what we'll be looking at towards the evening hours is all the moisture really letting up. Temperatures are warming up in Western Canada, not just Thursday, but right on through the 5-day. We'll see that warm up spill into Alberta. I'll talk about how hot it could get coming up next.
This long-range forecast is brought to you by Elliott Lake Retirement Living.
Okay, so you know how I always say bye tonight, thunderstorms quieting down. Not so tonight. That's when we'll be looking at the best chance for some nocturnal thunderstorms in the lower Great Lakes. Upper Great Lakes still expect some residual rains and maybe even hearing a few rumbles of thunder. Tomorrow afternoon, risk of storms will extend its way in through Montreal. And then what we'll be looking at really through the afternoon and the evening is an area from Regina through Estevan and cutting through Brandon. We could be looking at some very powerful storms developing on Thursday. Thursday into Friday, low pressure center ramps up. We'll be looking at rain even for Friday morning if you're heading out in Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island. It's going to be rain developing through the day for Newfoundland and Labrador. And then we're looking at rains coming into the lower Great Lakes late Friday. And unfortunately, if you have plans for Friday evening or Saturday, they're going to be a little bit soggy. We're looking at some more moderate bursts of rain showers and even the risk of thunderstorms to start the weekend. Western Canada, though, really heating up. BC and Alberta temperatures could be topping out in the low 30s by Sunday. If you can, stay with us because coming up in 10 minutes, we're going to talk about the weather and the stormy situation that unfolded in the prairies. Let's talk about thunderstorms in Alberta. South of Rocky Mountain House, north of Olds, there's a storm cell in the area that could be putting down some large hail and giving you some gusty winds. We'll talk about the storms as well that are coming to the lower Great Lakes. This is near Barrie, Ontario. Enjoy it while you can, folks, because we are going to get progressively unsettled and even feeling more sticky as we head towards tomorrow. So we'll talk about the thunderstorm risk today throughout the afternoon and the evening, where it's present and where it's headed to next, all associated with the warm front. But okay, for starters, severe thunderstorm watches are up in Alberta, north and south foothills, and then slicing east of Calgary. There are a few thunderstorm cells out there right now, right around Rocky Mountain House as well as Old, so we're watching the skies there. You might be encountering some large hail as well as some strong winds. You can call us on the storm line if it's safe to do so at 1-800-463-WIND. That's 463-9463. In Saskatchewan, there's no watches, no warnings, but there's widespread thunderstorms, and there's a line of cells approaching Beauval just off to your west. Those don't look too friendly, so just a heads up for that. But watching the skies in Alberta, severe thunderstorm watches. Some warnings have been issued around Penhold as well as Sylvan Lake. So call us on our storm line if you can, if it's safe to do so. We're going to take a closer look right now at what's been unfolding. Oh, there you go. Widespread scattered thunderstorms in Saskatchewan. A few storm cells in Alberta have approached the severe threshold, hence the warning from EC. And we've had a few scattered thunderstorms western Quebec, northeastern areas of Ontario, southwestern Ontario, just seeing a few showers. The lightning and the thunder has been confined to the U.S., but there's still the risk of some thunderstorms to come into play by the time we head towards the late evening and into the overnight. Anything in the lower Great Lakes looks to be non-severe. Anything around Superior so far has just been some heavier rains with some embedded thunder. We haven't seen any severe storms to develop yet, but we're still watching the skies